Hey everybody, welcome to the Tops Knives booth at SHOT Show 2017. I'm Craig here with Gideon's Tactical. I'm going to show you the larger knives that we have this year. So, first up in the large knife arena is the Frog Market Special XL. So, large in the sense that it's a long knife. It's actually very, very thin. We're looking at 3/32 of an inch thick 1095 steel. This is the larger version of our Frog Market Special, the original, which is more of a 4.5 to 5 inch blade. So we've moved this up to about 8 inches on the blade. We got a lot of people that really like the Frog Market Special. It's thin, it's lightweight, great for processing meat. I think there's just as many people that use it in their kitchen as actually use it as a camp knife. I know I have one in my kitchen. And so we decided time was right to do the larger one now, almost chef's knife size, but still not quite a chef's knife. It's an excellent slasher, very good for slicing meats and vegetables and fruits and anything you do at the camp or in your kitchen. That one's gonna be a lot of fun. I'm excited for that one. Next up is a revamp of the original Tops knife. The very first model that we ever made at Tops was the Steel Eagle 107D, which is the Tanto point 7-inch blade with the sawback on it. Ever since 1998, that model has sold. It just never went away. You know, a lot of knives, they kind of have a life cycle, and eventually it's just time to retire. It's just never happened with this one. So what we wanted to do is update the finish. We got rid of the black powder coat and we put on a tumble finish there that we did after an acid bath. It's not quite the same process as our Black River wash, but it looks very similar. The thing that I like the best about this is the handles. We've stacked the micarta. So there's black canvas underneath, a red liner, and then tan canvas on top. And it looks awesome. There's a lot of radius on this, so it's rounder, it's contoured, but it's also thick and it fills your hand kind of like an axe handle would. Really comfortable. We're also upgrading from nylon to Kydex on this. We're working out the kinks a little bit because drawing a sawback knife out of a Kydex sheath is a challenge. But we're working through that. We're going to have that ready to go soon. Next up is actually one that I designed. This is called the Yacaré, which is Portuguese for caiman. Basically, I got the inspiration initially from a machete that I saw when I was in Costa Rica, just on vacation. Down there, just having some fun. Saw everybody down there carries a machete, and it's just it's normal they use it. It's a tool. It's not a weapon. And so I saw this one that was just different than others I had seen, and I was like, I really like that. So I came back, and then after I went on the Bushcraft Global trip in Colombia, I was like, I'm definitely gonna make a machete-like knife. But up in Idaho, that thin of a machete is it's just not quite enough for me personally. So we did it out of 3/16. We have a pretty high saber grind on there, so that the cutting capabilities should be very good, but it also keeps the weight down so that it's not too cumbersome. I feel like it's pretty well balanced. We've got a nice finger guard on it, comfortable handle. Should be out sometime probably middle of the year to maybe the third quarter. So really excited about that one. And then next up is El Chete. This one, the story behind this one is pretty funny. Leo Espinosa, the president of Tops, designs most of our models. And he walked into my office one day, said, you know what, I kind of want to make a chopper. And he just gets these wild hairs every now and then where he's like, I'm going to do this. And I always know he's going to, but I'm always surprised by how quickly it happens. Because he walked out, 20 minutes later, comes back into my office, puts a paper on the desk and says, what do you think? And it was literally this. He didn't make any changes. So we cut one up, we made one, we put it together, we went out into the woods, we took one swing, and it went about 3 inches deep into a branch. First swing, clean cut, And so right then and there, we're like, this model is done. It's ready to go. And then here we are. So one of the things that we like about this is that people have been saying they want us to make a chopper that doesn't taper towards the end. So it's 1/4 inch thick, and it keeps that thickness all the way to where it starts to where we get the clip here. So that last little portion there is where it starts to thin out, but we keep the weight and the thickness all the way to the end. So we listen, you know, when people say what they're looking for, because as we looked at the rest of our line, pretty much all of our choppers do taper. So we appreciate the feedback, and hopefully this one will be what people are looking for. That's the big stuff.
Folks, thanks for coming over and watching this episode of SHOT Show 2017. We'll be posting up a bunch of videos throughout the next couple weeks, so you want to stay tuned. And we're really looking forward to testing out a lot of gear and different new items you haven't seen on the channel before because of coming to SHOT Show. So thank you so much for coming over here. Please subscribe, comment, like, share this video. Love to hear your guys' thoughts. Any questions I can answer for you, I will do in the comments below. And always remember, stay equipped, stay prepared. We'll see you out there.